Has Apple Watch reached peak? Let's talk about it. Guys, Mr. Smartwatch here, and today's video I have a few special guests coming on to talk about whether or not the Apple Watch has reached peak. I personally think that it has. In terms of design, I think that what we have with the Apple Watch SE Series 7, I think that in terms of design, it is great. I think that we can't really do much more. Now, I have heard that the Series 8 is going to have a more squarish design like the Apple Watch. And yeah, I think that is going to be the last of design changes for a while. I really don't see it going to a rectangular design or a circle design for that matter. And I think that it's going to be a long time before we see any kind of design change. But as far as features go, yeah, there's a lot of features that we could see in each OS. The list goes on and on and on that we've seen in other smartwatches that we still haven't seen in the Apple Watch. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let's hear what everybody else has to say.
What is up, guys? Benji here from Benobi Tech. Has the Apple Watch reached its peak? I think so. I'm team yes. As of right now, the Apple Watch is amazing at doing so many different things. I think it really has reached its peak in terms of what it can do. Like, yes, the design can always change. Like, it could be thinner, it could be lighter. Yes, they can make the display bigger. To be honest, I think the display that it has right now is completely fine. Maybe improve the durability of it, change the design and give us that squared off design. I think that would be really cool. So then it matches my iPhone's design, my iPad, and so on and so forth. But I think in terms of features, like, yes, you can improve the display. Yes, you can improve the battery life. Yes, you can add 100 other health sensors like glucose monitoring, body temperature measurements, and maybe even cameras, a bunch of other features and sensors. Yes, you could add those. Are these all going to be like game changing for everyone? Because of course, yes, the glucose monitoring could be game changing for those who are diabetic, but for someone like me, I don't need that. I think if we're talking a couple of years down the line, I think the Apple Watch really has potential to really replace our iPhone in terms of how the Apple Watch now heavily relies on the iPhone. But like when we're all wearing AR glasses, I think the possibilities with the Apple Watch will be opened up, where the Apple Watch will be the device that will have all of the power, all the capabilities to run the AR headset and things like that. I think if we're talking a couple years down the line, I think the Apple Watch and its purpose will change a lot. But I think as of right now, the current Apple Watch that we have is good enough for everything that I need it to do. Where will Apple go with the Apple Watch now? I think it's just mainly software improvements, make it a little bit faster, make the battery life a little bit better, make the screen a little bit better. But other than that, I think we've kind of reached the peak with the current tech that we have, which is kind of sad. I think it's time for something new. And who doesn't like new stuff, right? Thank you, Taylor, for featuring me on the channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
What's up, guys? Michael here from Michael's Tech Talk. So Taylor's asked me to give my opinion on the Apple Watch and whether or not the Apple Watch has peaked or not peaked. So it's a bit of a double-sided coin for me. To a degree, I think it has peaked. And then the other side of that coin, I don't think it has peaked fully. So let me explain. Yeah, the past few years, the Apple Watch, we haven't really got much different in the ways of hardware or design and things like that there. So I can understand why some people would think that the Apple Watch is maybe a bit stale or a bit stagnant. For me personally, I have a Series 4. And ever since I got the Series 4, I've never felt a need to change to a 5, a 6, or a 7. So, because out of all the features that I have in my Series 4, it's waterproof, I get my ECG, I get GPS. Those are the features that really I would use the most. So, I don't feel blood oxygen is really a worthy addition for me. To me, I'm like, why would I go and buy another watch? Because this one is perfect. Now, don't get me wrong, the battery is a bit naff at the minute on this one. It seems to be degrading a bit more now. But again, it's It's a 4-year-old watch. So yeah, I don't know many other smartwatches where you would get 4 years out of it. Outside of the battery, I have no other issues with it. It's perfect. So that's why I sort of feel I haven't needed to upgrade. But the other side of that coin would be, no, I don't think that they have peaked, because someone will come along with a feature on a watch that Apple don't have, and then Apple will do what Apple do best. They'll look at that feature and go, right, well, they're given that feature, so what can we do to make that feature better and mainstream in a smartwatch? That's what they do. When Apple are being challenged, they will never ever peak with that kind of thing, in my opinion. But they need to be challenged, and unfortunately at the moment, there's no other smartwatch out there that's challenging them to do this, which is why I think they're getting away with things being a bit stale. I don't know, what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below, let us know.
Now, has the Apple Watch reached its peak yet? Close. I would think a larger battery and more efficient silicon would work. And obviously the squared off design. Anything else, in my opinion, I don't really need.
Has the Apple Watch peaked? Because if you don't know, I'm a bit of an Apple Watch connoisseur. I have a Series 4, Series 5, and probably pick up a Series 6 eventually. Yeah, the Apple Watch has peaked a little bit, because there's always so much that you can fit inside of this tiny little package. Take for example the Series 3. That was a huge leap forward because of its GPS tracking. The Series 2 was a huge leap forward because of its water resistance, and it had GPS tracking. The Series 3 had cellular connectivity and a better chip. The Series 4, well, you know the Series 4 if you're watching this. It was designed to be the next generation of Apple Watch, what they would look like for the next couple of years. And yeah, that's why the Series 4 is the way it is today. It has aged so well. ECG connectivity, to do an ECG and send it straight over to your iPhone. Having the ability to pretty much have an Apple Watch SE, because the Apple Watch SE is basically just the Series 4 without the ECG connectivity. Series 5 brought the always on display and a new chip, but no real battery improvements. Series 6 brought a battery improvement and a brighter always on display and a blood oximeter. Then the Series 7 brought a bigger display, but that's it. So we're at the point now where cosmetically they can only change it, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's not a bad thing that cosmetics are the only thing, because it's a fashion statement wearing an Apple Watch. I'm not going to go to a fancy dress place with an Apple Watch. I'm going to go with my nice analog watch. And that's why the Apple Watch has sort of peaked. Thanks for having me.
Don't mind me, just heading out to my studio for my little clip. Hey everybody, Petter here from Untitled Tech, hope you're doing well. Pretty different change of scenery, not probably what you used to see in the YouTube video. But anyway, listen, okay, so why I think the Apple Watch hasn't peaked yet. So let's take, for example, Samsung and the Galaxy Watch, right? They, with the Galaxy Watch 4 series, packed in a ton of health features, yeah? They just went full blown, and they haven't really given themselves a lot of room to add more in the future, all right? Now, not only did they put those features in one massive hit, they're not very well developed, they're not very accurate, and they're not quite to the highest standard that they could be if they had taken their time. Now, contrary to that, Apple takes a very different stance when it comes to anything Apple related. Doesn't matter if it's the iPhone or the Apple Watch. Apple play the long game, and every feature they add, for example, the blood oxygen, is very, very well researched before it's added to a product. The blood oxygen was actually developed with the Mayo Clinic, which is a world-renowned leading health clinic and hospital, okay? So that's who Apple work with, and that's why I think the Apple Watch hasn't peaked yet. We're seeing Apple take a huge focus on health-related features, And I just think we've got 10 plus years of amazing health features coming to Apple products, and they won't just work with the Apple Watch. They're going to work with AirPods and sensors in those and the phone and all sorts, and it's all going to tie in to create a really, really good health ecosystem between Apple products. But that is why I think the Apple Watch hasn't peaked yet. Not to mention the hardware they're developing, the silicon for it, all of it, guys. It's going to be fantastic. And just to let you know, guys, it's a pretty good day out here in Britain. We're enjoying it, myself and my girlfriend on the Isle of Wight, and I'm taking myself for a swim. Hopefully nobody says there's a whale and gets out a harpoon.
So there you have it, guys. That's our thoughts. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for participating. You guys are the best of the best, and I really appreciate it. I will have links down in the description for everybody's channels, and let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Make sure to check these people out. They are amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.